Alright, we are good to go. I have to make a decision on if I'm going to kill Galahad or recruit him. I think I already know the answer though, and there's a very specific reason for it. So, you know, it'll be interesting. Mortimer's gambit failed, and Andaron's noble houses have fallen to ruin. However, Jocko's family was taken by Galahad before the battle began. Standing outside Holtmire's gates, Jocko must decide his next course. Pandaris, you have any news for me? Sure do, boss. We've recovered the bodies of the slain Andaron nobles. We discovered they had notes planted on their corpses. We suspect the Thieves Guild members of the culprits. What did the notes say? Commander Jocko's family is being held at Castle Steel. Come if you want to save them. You think it's a trap? I contacted one of my spies in Malthrak using my spatial tome. We've confirmed that Galahad rode south to Castle Steel. Mortimer returned to Malthrak. Galahad took my mother and sister. It seems they're at Castle Steel. But do we know if Mortimer truly went to Malthrak? He has clones. We can't confirm his true location. He might be at the Lumina Shrine. It all depends on how much you want to trust Alexander's words. Jock, are you alright? My sister's young and naive, but my mother is old and frail. I don't know if I can think about them objectively. We need to pursue Mortimer, but my family. There's nothing scarier than losing a beloved family member. I lost my mom when I was young. I'm sorry to hear that. She was assassinated, part of some political game, no doubt. We never found the murderer. I don't want any of my friends to suffer the same loss I have. We will pause our pursuit of the king to save your family. If anyone complains, I'll just spit some dragonfire on them. There was a time when I didn't like demi-humans all that much. You've shown me I used to act pretty ignorantly, Tendaris. Whoa, growth! Thanks for being my friend. Thanks for being mine. Now let's get on with saving your family. On his way through Andaron, Jocko travels across the coastline. This brings him back to a place he has not seen in over a year. Along with Baldimon, he helped to stave off a Viking raid. Chapter 2. Many lives were saved as a result of their heroism that day, and they're all dead now. But now, all that remains is... Nine Divines, what happened here? This place is like a graveyard. Look around, these villages were razed to the ground. This is not the work of us Northerners, I promise. You're right, I see good equipment strewn about. Vikings wouldn't leave valuable loot behind. Did Mortimer do this to send us a message? Perhaps this is revenge for beating him at Holtmire? The stench of death is not strong here. These villages were burned a while ago. I suspect the bodies have been rotting for perhaps 2 or 3 weeks. Why would Mortimer genocide his citizens, his own people? Is he that twisted of a monster? Does he enjoy killing for fun? Mortimer is ambitious, but not stupid. I think there's a better explanation. Maybe an uprising occurred here similar to the one that arose in Holtmire. Whatever it is, we won't find out until we ask him ourselves. I don't care what that snake has to say. He doesn't deserve to explain himself. I'm gonna run my lance through his chest before he gets to open his mouth. What happened here? My village, my mother. No, this can't be. I promised her. Verna, I'm sorry. No, my mother can't be dead. She's probably waiting for me. I'm gonna go find her now. I bet she's hiding somewhere. Mother, I've come home. Damn you, Mortimer. Real bummer. Jocko marches on Castle Steel with the discovery of Mortimer's deeds fresh in his memory. He chases after Galahad's trail to rescue his mother and sister, hoping he'll reach them in time. Soon he draws near the castle expecting an ambush, but fortunately he discovers the Steel Knights would never resort to such a cowardly tactic. Galahad's men fear no invaders, and as such they sit patiently to await the Lord of Lance's assault. Commander Galahad, the Lord of Lances is drawing near. Our men are fresh and ready for battle as you commanded. Good, open the gates and allow him to enter. Are you feeling well, my lord? You appear disturbed. This hostage business, it leaves a sour taste in my mouth. I will not defy the king, but his tactics certainly bother me. I agree, Steel Knights should not coerce our enemies with hostages. Those methods are better left to the wretches of lesser houses. Indeed, perhaps it is merely our king's flame guard blood at work. He takes after his mother and aunt more than his father, I imagine. The king has demonstrated great compassion for his citizens. Who are we to question his ways? You speak the truth. In any case, get ready for Jocko's arrival. Alert me when he breaches the castle's entrance, my lord. They left the front gate open. Galahad seems to fear no one. Welcome to Castle Steel, Lord of Lances. It's been a while since I last saw you. I remember chasing your ragged band of miscreants through the royal dungeons. You looked quite terrified back then, like puppies caught soiling the rug. Galahad, you bastard, where are my mother and sister? What have you done to them? Calm down, I don't harm the innocent. I've taken good care of your sickly mother. I even had our doctors attend to her needs. As for your sister, she is a lovely flower. I've treated her as if she were my daughter. Then why did you threaten to kill them both at Holtmeyer's gate? Mortimer wondered if you'd be stupid enough to walk out to us. He had no intention of harming them. He should know his own feelings. He and Baudiman were quite close to Maria. He'd never hurt your mother. But he'd kill his beloved brother. Right, anyway, let's not delay the inevitable. Girl, you may come out. Jaka, you came for me. Femke. You see, she's doing just fine, not a hair out of place. What are the conditions for my family's release? You just have to attack my men and make it inside quickly. Or you die. If you don't, you'll never see your mother or your sister again. What, you said you never hurt an innocent person. I'm not gonna hurt them, Jock. I'm just gonna ship them somewhere. Somewhere far, far away where you won't ever see your family again. That is, unless you reach me and defeat me before it's too late. Why are you playing all these games with me? Is this some sort of psychological torture? Simply slowing you down, boy, giving my nephew time to prepare. If I could kill you, that would be even better for Mortimer's goals. But in the end, you won't be able to outwit the King of Andaron. I've come to realize he's a genius when it comes to the art of war. And as for you, you're nothing but a peasant playing prince. When I make it to the other side of that gate, you're a dead man. You helped engineer Baud's death. I'll make sure you suffer. Scary kid. Everyone, get ready to swarm Castle Steel. We'll have to split up and assault both wings. Take no quarter. Kill Galahad's defenders. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Because she has maxed out... She's ready to go. Most of her stats are good. She has the Dawn Caller. It doesn't really matter who I pick here. At least Fred did max out his strength, and his defense is good. Estelle's maxed, Helga's maxed. Dawn isn't quite maxed, but she's doing well. Kurt's maxed out, Shama's maxed out, Victoria's maxed out. Shay is almost maxed out. Angela's maxed out. Zari's almost maxed out. Natalie's not maxed out, but her stats are good. Emilia is almost maxed out too. Ralphnir is almost maxed out. He's maxed strength already. And Jock is maxed out. So everybody who matters is maxed out, pretty much. Theodore, no. Garam, I just don't care. What are Galahad's stats? Very, very powerful. Insanely powerful. He has the Bulwark and a Chorus Scare. He's also ridiculously powerful. It's hilarious how strong he is. Shout out to her 9 speed, by the way. Yeah, so he's got a 16 times 2 thing going on over here, which is terrifying. Yeah, so obviously the secret Lunatic objective here is to defeat Galahad in Duel or reach him before 15 turns, and you have to win in 15. Oh, wait, there might be a way for us to save some time. What do you mean, Isabel? I'm a legitimate heir of House Steel. I can challenge Galahad's position. If I defeat him, I'll become leader of the Steel Knights, their commander. Is that truly an option? It sounds dangerous. Galahad should be the strongest Steelborn. I've fought a lot alongside you. I've grown in my strength as well. If I can defeat him, I'll be able to command the Steel Knights. If I lose, I'll simply die. It's not a valid option. You can't throw your life away. Once we defeat Mortimer, you'll lead House Steel to greatness. Even if you beat Galahad, you'll give up your ascension rights. It's fine. I'm not interested in the games of those petty nobles. This is something I can do to help our war effort, to avenge Baldimon. Won't you give me a chance to prove myself? Yes. Challenge Galahad. Alright, if you think you can defeat Galahad, let's give it a shot. Please approach with caution, though. Galahad's strong, but so am I. I believe I can defeat my uncle. Valuable Steel Knights, hear my word. My name is Isabel. My words. I am Isabel of House Steel. I decree a contention against Galahad. As a future candidate for leader of your order, I challenge the Steel Champion. May the 9 divines bear witness to our fight and grant victory to the strongest. Niece Isabel, you intend to duel this legendary warrior? Good, now that's the spirit of a Steelborn should possess. You honor my brother's life by standing here fearlessly. I accept your challenge. Oh god. The odds are horrendous here. Alright, let's reset because I forgot to set up something. Okay, first of all, God damn it, this sucks. Oh, my niece Isabel, it's good to see you again. When I heard you'd left, I was so disappointed in you. You hurt your father's name by turning against House Steel. Robert would weep if he knew his girl had turned traitor. Uncle Galahad, I worshipped you when I was young and naive. I thought the Knights of Steel were Andaron's noblest elites. Now I see you'll serve any tyrant who sits on the throne. Randall Mortimer, even a demon emperor wouldn't surprise me. Turned against Steel because doing so is obviously moral. You've not seen Mortimer in the same way I have. He's not the villain, he's a man who cares for the commoners. When Cassandra killed those northern villagers, he wept. He has gone to great pains to give welfare to our poorest. All he wants is a better world for everyone, rich or poor. Would a good man kill both his siblings? Randall maybe. But even Baudimon too? Bao didn't deserve to die. Many men who deserve to die continue to draw breath, and yet others deserving of life will ultimately fall. History will judge Mortimer by his impact on the world. Baudimon will only become a footnote in his legacy. It's where I draw the line. Baudimon deserved better. But if your beliefs are emblematic of all Steelborn, I'll pass. I'll create a new world order once Jiaka dethrones Mortimer. You will only do so if you succeed in defeating me, and that, dear niece, is easier said than done. You said your prayers, your life ends here, so take some pride in the fact that it took me to kill you. No, I'm struggling mightily. I mean, it's hard, because if you look at his stats, they're insane in the face. You know, and like, if I use an Armor Slayer, he does 17 times 2. So like, I get a boost from his ability, but the problem is, if I attack him now, I will take a ton of damage. Okay, no, I have an idea. Okay, so this is gonna be very weird. I have to proc Resolve, which means that I have to use a concoction to make sure my health is at a spot that makes sense. It's pretty much my only option here. Yeah, it's like the only way. So yeah, so like, I need her to have that. I just thought of something, actually. It's interesting, but it is the only way to do this. If I give the Morganis to her, it'll give her 3 magic. A 3-point magic boost, which will further increase her damage. Now it's at 30. And it gives her 1 defense and extra res as well. But that's not... We're not quite done. Like... I mean, Holy Water is important, but I don't know if it's that important. So I'm gonna take it away, and I'm going to shop and get a concoction. Because that way I can, like, try to do it, because, like, yeah. This will also boost her damage. Yeah, if HP is below 50%, raises everything by 30. So 50% is 31 or lower. No, it's 35 or lower? I could give her the Angelic Robe as well. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, actually. You're right. That is the right move. I only get 3 value out of it. No, that's not worth it. For 3? No way. And she caps at 75. So this is fine. I think Morgana's Elixir Concoction. This theoretically may work. Now, we have a decision we're going to have to make, too, of whether we kill him or not. There are some things to factor in with this. Number one, if we kill him, she promotes to Steel Knight, she gets Chorus Scare, and her Anima Magic stat goes to 9A. But, if we don't kill him, we recruit him, and in Chapter 32, he shows up as an ally. He's a unit you control who is maxed out with Chorus Scare, which means that I get 2 pump units instead of 1. And trust me, that chapter, based on the little that I've seen, is nuts. So I think I need him. So I'm leaning towards not killing him so that I can bring him in to help me. Let's just say it's full of Harbingers that are based on important people who died. So I'm thinking I have to, but I might save state and explore what happens in both instances. Yeah. Hey, Flame Stagger. Or Flame. We're just talking about whether we spare Galahad or not. I think I need him in Chapter 32, so I'm gonna keep him alive. That's what I'm leaning towards, but I don't know if it's a requirement. Yeah, you get the Steel Knight ability, right? But then you only have her, and you lose him, and you can't use him in 32, which sounds very scary. Wow, why is his hit rate so good? Oh, it's because Chorus Scare gives him, like, certain things. Yeah, see, this is a problem. Because, like, yeah, so I have to change this slightly. Because, like, I can't have him using the Chorus Scare because it gives him too much evasion. So I need that Holy Water. Okay, so now I can just kind of hang out. And he's gonna keep trying to kill me, but he can't because the Dawn Caller will save me. Okay, I need to use the second Holy Water to make sure that he doesn't do stupid stuff. Yeah, this is not the greatest. This is why I'm gonna use a concoction to get me to 38. Okay, now I think I can beat him. No, I can't quite beat him yet. That's annoying. Okay, now we charge him. Bam! Haha, well done, you have defeated me. That was a good fight. I leveled her down purposefully so she would get a full level out of this. Secret objective success. Well done, Isabel. You fight better than Robert did. Fierce, unrelenting. I can die happy for the next generation. Don't say such things. I never wanted this. I don't want to kill my uncle, my family. I'm tired of burying my relatives. War is not fair, it's cruel, and it creates only orphans. But never mind that. I want to tell you Mortimer's plan. You would betray your king's trust? But I thought... Mortimer is fair and lawful. He is not your enemy, niece. But I know you're Robert's girl. You're a kind soul. You will find a way to end this war in a just manner. I pray you'll also show some mercy to Lady Maria's son. I'll try, Uncle. Good. Mortimer is currently visiting the Lumina Shrine. I believe he's constructing a weapon using its power. He's gone there repeatedly over the last few months. What is he hoping to build? I only heard whisperings. Don't ask for the details. I see. Well, thank you for telling me anything at all. You didn't have to do that. There's no need for further words. Now, do what needs to be done. What do you mean? The Steel Captain who has fallen can be captain no longer. I've lost this battle, Isabel. Cut me down and take my place. What, Uncle? No! You must. It's the way of the Steel Knights. Take my place as leader of our sacred order. I don't want to. Mortimer and you are the last of my family. Please don't make our last goodbye a sad one, Isabel. Let me return to Robert now. Should I kill my uncle? Okay, we're gonna save state here so that we can see what happens in both cases. Very well, I'll send you off if that's what you want, Uncle. Thank you, Isabel. There's no higher honor than dying in battle. Glad I was able to depart this world after saying goodbye. I'll tell my brother you still look as lovely as a summer day. Goodbye, Uncle Galahad. May our paths cross again. Oh, it hurts. It hurts more than I ever thought it would. I feel so dirty, but I won't waste your sacrifice, Uncle. I'll take your crest and lead the Steel Knights to glory. No, we can't keep her. No, we can't. I want to, but we can't. No, I ain't killing him. Sorry, Uncle, but I refuse to kill you. I've lost too many family members. I won't murder my last living uncle. Isabel, don't make this. Tell me, why can't you keep your post as Steel Captain? Because of the old Steel laws. And who wrote those laws? The founder of House Steel, Lord Bolivar. He wrote the code for the Knights of Steel. Is there a rule stating the old laws cannot be changed? I suppose not. Then it's settled. You shall stay the leader of the Steel Knights. When we defeat Mortimer, I'll use my authority to rewrite our laws. I'll only kill Thea, you're right. My powers might be temporary until Amon comes of age, but they'll do. But no buts, Uncle. I've defeated you in combat. That means you have to acknowledge my words. If I become captain, our house will have no heir. At least not for the next 16 years or so. Do you not wish to see our house thrive once again? Alright, already. Blasted, Isabel. You're as annoying as Robert was. I'll follow you until you die or until you defeat King Mortimer. But I do hope you will give your cousin some room to speak. Of course I will. I only want answers from him. I want to know why he had to kill Bounty. I hope we can find a way to save Mortimer's soul. As do I. Like, we're gonna be glad we have him, because you see all those stats we had and those abilities he has? We get all of that now. You know, like, having 2 units who are armor superpowers, to me, is better than having 1. Because, you know, that means we have 2 walls. We could theoretically, we could field him for 31, yes. And 32, and 32x. But if we killed him, then he doesn't show up. And we can't keep him. So, and then Isabel gets his power, but, like, is, like, 4 in all stats for 1 unit as good as having 2 capped units who have range? I don't think so. Like, it really feels like... And keep in mind, the extra chapters, we don't get Regalia. We have to live without Regalia for this. So, you know, if, like she would have Coruscare, but, you know, we need all the help we can get, especially if we have to deploy Albert. I know. Are you alright, Isabel? I like how the music changes because we didn't kill him. Yeah, I think so. I won Jocko, but I couldn't bring myself to kill my uncle. You made him surrender and stand down. That's good enough for me. I will order the remaining Steel Knights to do the same. They won't hinder you. You may go see your family now. Thank you, Isabel. Alright, that's it for today, guys. 1 chapter a day. I'm just kidding. It's weird seeing him, like, blue like that. Brother! My cute sister, I'm glad you're okay with your 9 speed and 11 luck, which is actually pretty good. At level 1, 9 speed. I was scared at first, but the man in the armor was nice to us. Thank you for saving Mom and I. Oh, Jocko, my brave boy, I knew you'd come for us. Mother, you look better. Your coloring's improved. A physician has been by my side ever since I got here. He's given me medicine and looked after my well-being. I was a bit puzzled by the kindness we were shown. I thought we were hostages. Alright, yeah. Good luck with Buggy. Extra challenge, use Christina and Ralphner. All of them together. Nothing, Mother. I'm just happy you're both safe. That's all that matters now. I'll never leave you again. Can we go back now? Home now? I don't like this place. You'll have to stay here for a while longer, Femke. Once I've dealt with one last thing, we can go home. Then we'll live together again like a family, just like we used to. Jocko. The time before the storm. Oh, I forgot there's a 30x. Jocko has conquered Mortimer's ancestral home of Castle Steel and defeated his ally. After Galahad tells Jocko where to find the new Tyrant King, he decides to take a short rest. In the final phase, Jocko and his comrades prepare themselves for their last challenge. Oh god, we have to look at Islanda again. Christ. Mortimer retreated to a Lightbringer shrine. His last resort, I'd wager. What's his goal? We're only 1 chapter away from when she promotes and doesn't suck anymore, so we just have to deal with it for like 1 minute. Knowing him, he probably has a plan to wipe us all out. He's been 2 steps ahead ever since he took action. But even he must be running low on options. Considering his losses of late, let's not hype him up too much. He's a man, not a god, and you men are as dumb as bricks. What I know of the shrines is they possess ancient magic. I'm surprised. That means you're not taking Dawncaller. Mortimer rebuilt the largest shrine of them all, Lumina. He must have had a reason. Don't shrines only prevent terrorists from crawling out of the ground? How can he turn them into weapons? Perhaps he's found a way to reverse a shrine's power. He might intend to summon an army of terrorists to attack us. By Pyrian, I hope you're way off the mark, Jocko. As do I. Even necromancers would struggle to control a horde of terrorists. You think Mortimer is capable of such a feat? He doesn't seem the sort to dabble in dark arts. I underestimated Mortimer once. I won't make that mistake again. Let's continue assuming he has planned far into the future. I fear we've been playing into his hands this entire time. Right, so any thoughts on how to proceed, boss? Well, I have one idea, but it's pretty dumb. We have many powerful regalia in our care, and we have brave soldiers to wield them. However, some of these weapons are not in the best shape. Luckily, we can fix that. Castle Steel holds some of the best forges and master blacksmiths in all of Andaron. I've ordered all regalia repaired so we can use them in battle when the time comes. If Mortimer intends to summon forth terrors, we will at least have proper weapons to use. Once they're ready, we will set out for the Lumina Shrine and put an end to Mortimer. That's your plan? Walk blindly into the trap he surely laid out for us? Sounds like you're letting him pick the flow of the battlefield. Have any better ideas? I'm all ears, Darius. If he raises an undead army, Styxia's necromancers could seize control. We could turn those terrors to our side and destroy his ambitions. Oh sure, great idea. Bring lots of necromancers into Andaron. The Volsuga is not a regalia, though. And that's important. Neither is the Pekshats. Or Coruscare if we deploy him. Keeping in mind that with Chapter 31, apparently, the Coruscare will not auto-repair. So we need it for certain things. We do have one more Hammer and Staff available from all of the work we did, so we can repair it later. We also have the Ragnarok for Ralfnir, which is also not technically a regalia. So we'll be able to use him as well. And Jaka's Spear, the ass piss. There's no way that'll backfire. Guess I haven't done enough to make you trust me yet. Shame. Alright, people, let's calm it down. I have to nix your idea, Darius. I don't trust the necromancers who only recently changed their allegiances. You might be a swell guy, but those were your father's men a week ago. I say we charge headlong into the shrine and fight whatever he throws at us. If we lose, at least we go down swinging. Sounds like it'd be an exciting ending. For someone who will outlive us all, you sure seem eager to throw your life away. All I know is sitting here will accomplish nothing. Mortimer needs to die, right? So let's murder the bastard. Why overcomplicate things? I like your way of thinking, Tandaris. Smiths have begun heating up the forges and are getting ready to work. The regalia will be repaired and ready for battle before the night arrives. I was under the impression it'd take you several days. You're good at this. It's my job. Right. Aren't you afraid the Steelborn will stab you in your sleep? You're only a commoner, you don't command their house. Not at all. Baudimon vouched for Steel Knight's unwavering loyalty. They follow orders like well-trained dogs, no treachery in their playbook. Ah, Prince Baudimon, his death was what started all this, wasn't it? Sounds like quite the character. I wish I'd spoken to him in person. Same. We only shook hands at the border, but he left a strong impression. I liked the look in his eyes. He seemed like a good man. Yeah, he was. You okay, Jaka? I'm fine. Let's prepare then. No time for dilly-dallying. Absolutely. Get your affairs in order. Once the regalia are fixed, we ride. Speak to Brianna to get clues about Mortimer's plans. After that, have Jaka wait on the throne to end the chapter. Speak to a Steel Knight if you need to buy supplies. And we got 10,000 bucks. Shout out to Brianna and Andaron guy. Like, garbage stats. But not the worst stats I ever... Oh, her speed went down. Oh, yeah, he's got it. I mean, she could slap him. What's her strength? She has 4 strength. He's got 4 defense. 7 defense. Yeah, no damage. We're fine. I mean, he wouldn't be able to hit her, but it's okay. So this is the Galahad we're getting, by the way. Because Coruscare, like, we get Bulwark, but Coruscare also is a brave Perf Tome. Yeah, look at this. Plus he comes with Wall of Steel, so he recovers 20% HP every turn if he's by himself. So it's free renewal. Nullify, so no effective moves, and nobody can steal from him. And he has 95 health, which is freaking ridiculous. You know, plus he has S's. He can use dark magic. I did not realize he could use dark magic. That's hilarious. Light and dark magic? He can use Nosferatu. Yeah, he can use Nosferatu. And with his 20 con and his 22 speed, he might double sometimes. Yeah, he's nuts. Like, this, and he's got, you know, this is why I kept him alive. Okay? Because I think he's more valuable when you chain him with Isabel. You end up with a better result. Oh, hey Cyrus, what's up? I don't care about you. And Caroline's here. Yeah, Isabel... I know, it's funny. And, like, if you look at, like, her, like, even if you take away the Morgana's amulet, she's still pretty good. I do have to give the Dawn Collar to Dawn, this chapter, though. So that's not gonna fly. Otherwise, though, I mean, her strength is kind of bad, but her magic stat is maxed, which is nice. I can give her something else to help with that. Ah, god damn it. I'm just trying to, like, get us ready. Man, her skill and speed were crap. But, you know, I'm just getting everyone ready for this. Looking at this, whatever. Yeah, so she's probably gonna get stuff that'll help her out. What can we... Wait, how strong is this guy? He's pretty shit. Alright, let's talk to this guy. No, let's go to the armory. What can we get? Holy sword, knife, silver axe, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Aw, he gives, like, generic stuff. Yeah, but, like, what are we gonna use the money on? We don't have... Like, we may as well buy something. Damn, Helga, you look terrible. You need anything? Doctor, you're still awful at small talk. Yeah, sorry, I do worry about you every day. Will your condition get any better soon? The opposite, it's worsening. Ilanda's soul is a sieve. Her life force is draining faster than I expected. At this rate, neither of us have much time left. By the way, Victoria's going to be very important for the next fight, because remember, we have to fight an extra super boss who has the Claymore Regalia. But her Lucky 7 skill will give her a void to fight him. Though I might have to put Jaka up there to fight with her, because she is... I don't know how strong this guy's gonna be, but if he has Claymore, he's gonna be freaking terrifying. Don't give me those puppy dog eyes. I don't want your pity. I want Mortimer dead. The sooner we kill him, the sooner I can die. Are you in pain? Agony. Imagine the worst migraine of your life. Now pretend it's hurting your whole body. Worse, I'm having trouble keeping myself awake. How the hell are you fighting? It's like my bed is calling out to me all the time. Well, we all like sleep. Maybe it's just... Promise me when we reach Mortimer, I get to kill him. If I'm too tired, take my arm and stab him a bunch. Oh, I'm sure you'll get to kill him one of the 5 times. He hurt Isla for no reason. I won't forgive him. I'll do what I can. Yeah, he also got the Lux Hasta, which will lower defense by 4. So, you know. He has a Master Lance too, but I might give that to somebody else. Because Jaka is set up very well to be good here. Well, I can't talk to that guard, Jaka. Mother, I'm glad to see you're alright. You're about to become a national hero, Jaka. But you're also about to be in grave danger. I have Dad's armor, I'll be fine. There's no time for jokes. Oh, Jaka, I'm so worried. You could die tomorrow. By the way, I'm gonna try to... the final chapter, we might not actually start it today. Because, 1, we have to talk here, and 2, I'm gonna try to field everybody to get all of the exclusive quotes when they fight the super bosses. Other than Mortimer, obviously. So, like, the one I'm most interested in is Darkholm. Because I want to see what they say in some instances with some of the units. I hope you haven't been talking like that in front of Femke. Historically, killing a king has caused countless problems. We saw that with King Randall. We'll see it with Mortimer, too. Those who depose kings become tyrants. The ancient records are consistent. I know you would make a good king, but you don't intend to rule over Andaron. That means the person you choose may become Andaron's next tyrant instead. Ilanda's boy, Amon, he'll become king. That's the easy choice, Jaka, but isn't the correct one? I think you should take control of Andaron's future. You would treat your fellow commoners well, wouldn't you? We've been stomped on for so long, nobody has any hope. That wouldn't be moral, Mother. Amon is the rightful heir. Rightful? Who determines this? Why should blood choose a king? You should change the system. Why not abolish the monarchy? Who would replace it? I don't know anything about politics. We could let peasants rule over themselves? If I tried, the houses would revert the laws when I died. And besides, peasants can't rule themselves, Mother. They need a guiding hand. That's what the nobility wants us to believe. I'm unconvinced. Well, if you can work out a smarter system of governments, let me know. Until then, I'll stick with whatever I already know. I suppose you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Guess not. Jaka, before you go, I have something to give you. Mom, you don't need to give me anything. I'm glad you're okay. That's enough for me. No, it isn't. When you sent us money, I saved some of it. I wanted to buy a welcoming home present for you. Wasn't able to save up much, but I want you to have this. If you get hurt in battle, apply it to your wound. I'm sorry I couldn't buy you anything nicer. It's fine, thank you, Mother. I'm glad you're here for me. I'll make sure to return home safely after I'm done. I'll hold you to that. Thanks for the concoction. I guess it saves me $500. Big brother. Femke, what's wrong? You look a little... You gonna die tomorrow? Where'd you get an idea like that? Ever since you saved us, I've been hearing people say scary things. Well, technically, yeah. Technically, a concoction did let me beat Galahad. You know, so... I theoretically didn't even need Nihil to beat him. My strategy would have worked without it. But it's still a nice bonus, because now I can fight any super boss and not get hit by a special ability. They say you're gonna fight King Mortimer, and he has magic, and... My res is like 20, it's fine. Or 10 or something. Don't listen to those dummies, your big brother's awesome. I fought a big scary demon and beat him hand over foot. He was huge like a palace, he was hairy like a lion, and... Did I say something funny? I'm being serious. Big brother, you're fibbing again. What do you mean? No, I'm not. When you wave your hands, it means you're lying. That's what Mother says. A big scary demon. Yeah, right, I know you better. But I'm telling the truth. Remember that time you were in the bathroom with the spider? Then you screamed like a baby and Mom had to come kill it? That was a long time ago. You were like, Mom, help! Ah, it's so big and hairy, save me. You had a high-pitched voice and you were shaking hours after. You've added embellishments to that story over the years. I did not scream, it was more of a primal roar of fury. Eek, it's on my hand! No way you fought a demon. You would have peed yourself. You haven't told that story to anyone here, have you? That depends. What are you going to give me to be quiet? You little blackmailer, I'll get you more presents soon. Yeah, I have the best big brother ever. Must return home safely. I never want to see Femke's sad face again. I can talk to Galahad? Where is Galahad? Oh, he's right there. Oh yeah, so we'll get some new dialogue here. That'll be interesting. Yeah, I was like, can I get the boots? Because there are boots here. Oh, brother, what do you want? Nice to see you, too. Getting along well? Let me remind you, you pay me to kill, not to talk. The moment you bore me, this conversation's finished. Why are you such an interesting person? Be more specific. You don't care about anything but money. Seems like a hollow life to live. Money makes the world go round. Without it, your weapons will rust. Hardy har. I'm serious. The world revolves around those with and without it. If you have gold, you're powerful. And if you don't, you're not. You want money so you can obtain power? Not quite. I desire absolute freedom. I want nothing to obstruct my path. Money does open countless doors. Fun fact, when I was only a child, my mother sold me. When I grew up, I searched for her, found her, and killed her. Nobody double-crosses me now. I do almost anything I want. Almost anything? Well, I can't fly through the air like a birdie yet. Maybe I'll buy a Pegasus unit in the future. I'd like to sail across the great ocean, too. Going to search for the old continent? It strikes my fancy, or I'll hunt mermaids. Haven't decided yet. Those poor fishies. I can't wait. To fight Mortimer? No, I can't wait for you to become King Jaka. This isn't the plan, rather. Ilonda will rule Andaron soon. When she passes, Amon will assume the role once he ages. I've no desire for the throne. That's the best part. Those who hate politics make great rulers. Therefore, I insist we make you Andaron's king in the future. I'm not cut out to be a ruler. All I want is a simple life. Make some gold as a mercenary, marry a pretty wife, have kids, retire to a cozy forest cottage, spend my remaining days fishing. That's the life I'd enjoy most. Becoming a king would grant you great riches and women. You could set up your kids to live well. Have your pick of any plot to build your ideal cabin. Am I getting through to you at all? Or are you so determined to make me assume the throne? I already said I don't want it. I've made my desires clear. There comes a time when every man must step up for the common good. Andaron deserves a virtuous king. Who better than the Lord of Lances? I see every word you've spoken was carefully planned, Darius. You don't care about noble kings. You want an ally on the throne. Better me than a Lightbringer who may go to war with Styxia someday. Was I that obvious? My apologies, but yes, I dislike Lightbringers. They're all so morally uptight. They have sticks up their bums. Always so self-righteous, violent towards those they disagree with. Styxia would appreciate a mentally balanced king. Then you'd better make good friends with Amon. Treat him well as a kid to avert catastrophes. I won't be sitting on that throne. That's too bad. Should I use the last Eternal Seal on Galahad? I don't even know what his growths would be. But it doesn't seem worth it because he's maxed everything already, right? So, like, what could he even get? More res and more speed, I guess. But, like, I don't even know what his speed growth is. If his speed growth is, like, 150%, then yes, I'm using it on him. Because him having 30 speed means he doubles some things. So, or he would quad certain things. At last, the big day's almost here. This friendly skeleton will beat Morty's butt. Oh, do you have something against Mortimer himself? No, don't be silly, buddy, but you gotta promise me. Promise me what? Promise me I'll get to land the killing blow. I mean, I'll try, but that seems hard. A lot of people want that honor, including me. What makes you want to do it yourself, though? Did Mortimer hurt you? It's nothing like that, I just want the glory. If I kill him, the girls will be all over me. Of course, I should have known. What's up? I just noticed, what is that scroll in your hand? I didn't take you for a reading books type. This is nothing big, just some old historical tome. Man, I've never seen you read. Do you even have eyeballs? Yeah, I do. Don't keep me in suspense. What's the scroll about? It's a historical ledger. It's called the Lich's Wrath. As you can guess, it's about Lich Queen Morganus' life. The mightiest Lich to ever walk the mortal plane. We still have our amulet. I take it you're a fan of her exploits and legends? Yeah, you could say that. She was an evil figure. History wasn't kind to her. But we Styxians still look up to her for inspiration. Also, she's me. You seem to have a reverent tone for her. Don't tell me there's a cult in her name. Nah, nothing like that. I see. Oh, Matt, are you alright? Of course I am. I just spaced out for a second. Don't forget to give me all the weapons we recovered. I need to grow my salvaging empire ASAP, Lord of Lances. Absolutely. I'll see you around, Ahmed. You too, buddy. Morganus. Oh, wait, no. He's like the husband or something? I don't know. Jaka. Caroline, I was wondering, what do you do after the war? Assuming we survive? Mortimer won't win, you can count on it. Thinking of returning to my house. Wait, you're right here, you're a flame guard? No, I'm a Baroness of House Claymore, but my bloodline is quite diluted. Oh, Claymore? That's Victoria's house. Are you two related? Victoria? Yeah, Lady Victoria of Claymore. She's in this mercenary corps. Haven't you spoken to her? I see, you weren't aware. House Claymore was dissolved. What remains of my house is scattered across Andaron. Our former leader gambled our assets and heritages away. After that, we split into a number of smaller houses. When my house was separated, that's when I met Armand. My father betrothed me so we could make ends meet. Armand was a kind, loving man. He treated me well, but it hurt to see my childhood home sold off. Yeah, I bet. Victoria's from our family's main branch. Unfortunately, the two of us haven't met. I think you'd get along well. Want me to introduce you? No, that's fine. I doubt the two of us have much in common. I've become acclimated to the snotty, stuck-up noble class. From what I know of Victoria, she's a bit of a free spirit. I'd only drag her down. I wouldn't go that far. You two could become besties. You say the strangest things sometimes. I mean... Are you certain you need not if you don't want to? No, it's fine. I have to step up now. I didn't like the old bastard, but you won't let your house suffer. Such a pain. What's a pain? Did something happen? Oh, hey, Jaka. No, not really. It's just my father's dead. House Windlace doesn't have an heir other than me, so... I don't want you to overwork yourself, Lord Sean. We can hire a noble who can take over the house. They'll manage its daily needs and send you a list. That won't do. The people of Windlace are innocent. I'm not going to sit by while some bureaucrat runs things. It's my job, so I'll have to get in there and fix stuff. Do you have the slightest idea how to run a house's operations? Not a clue. That's why it's such a pain, man. You don't owe anyone anything. I don't know why you insist. Look, my old man spread his hatred all over our borders. I want to make sure our house becomes a refuge for everyone. As the male heir, it's my job to update our old traditions. Well, I didn't take you for the stiff and studious type, Sean. What the hell else am I gonna do? Not like I've got much going on. Sigh, I'll stay by your side and help, my lord. Thanks, that means a lot to me. Maddie. Shout out to Father John with his weird ability. Father John, what can you tell me about the Lumina Shrine? It is the greatest and most holy site of House Lightbringer. Sir Joseph took personal charge of the shrine's construction. The Lightbringers would all hold their greatest ceremonies there. It is a place where King Caithus married Queen Iris, for example. I was the lucky priest who got to recite their vows and wed them. It was a joyous day, if only it could have lasted forever. How did a bishop like you come to serve House Flameguard? I come from a family of priests who served Flameguard for generations. It was a natural path for me to walk. Pardon me, but that does not sound very enjoyable. When Gareth reigned, the Flame Guards were a noble and respected family. It all changed when that vile succubus murdered her husband and took power. I'm glad you murdered Lady Cassandra. That woman deserved 1,000 deaths. You knew she killed the Lord of House Flameguard, yet you did nothing? What was I to do? Everyone who spoke against her was eliminated. My son was foolish enough to do that, and I never saw him again. I'm wondering something. Is the Dawnbreaker a House Steel regalia? Because, oh wait, no, I won't have access to regalias, never mind. I was like, Can I use it in Chapter 31? Probably not. She killed your kid? Wow, that's awful. My boy Eric was a guard patrolling the wall, a job I secured for him. However, he was outspoken and not afraid to speak truth to power. He was a good lad, a brave lad, more courageous than his father. Someone heard him voice his anger and some other guards. A few days later, he vanished while out on patrol, killed by brigands. Are you sure he was killed by brigands and he's not a harbinger? At least that's the story I was told. I knew better, but what could I do? I believe he's most likely ended up in that horrible dungeon. Experimented on by that monster Alvaro. What a terrible fate. Sorry, I can't imagine my family ending up in such an awful place. I'd rip out Cassandra's throat if she harmed my mother or sister. Alas, I'm a coward, and I'll live with this shame my entire life. A father who cannot even protect his son is a disgraceful thing. At least you turned against Lady Cassandra when it mattered. It's never too late to change. Never too late to change, Would you say that to Mortimer? He won't ever change. He's far too stubborn. Is that what you really believe, or is that what you hope for? Look, if you want a confession, I have plenty of things to say. However, that'll have to wait until we've won this war. I'd like to ask about the Lumina Shrine now, if you don't mind. Of course not. I'm at your service. I'll answer as best I can. Do you think this shrine could be turned into a weapon, and how might one do so? Lightbringer shrines all hold magic, and they can be used to perform great feats. However, only Lightbringer nobles are able to draw upon the power of those spells. One reason Thorgrim feared them was due to his inability to access their powers. But since Ailanda lives, perhaps Mortimer might be able to weaponize her blood? That makes sense. He never has seemed interested in killing her. Thought that was odd. Maybe he wants to use her as a regent. What a vile thought. Yeah, no kidding. Since he hasn't captured her, maybe Isla could use the shrine? We could turn the tables on him if we seize this opportunity. It might be possible, Sir Jaka. Here's hoping for the best. General Cyrus, we may have started as enemies, but I'm glad you're with us. Pleasure is mine, General Jaka. It's been an honor serving you. It's been so long since I fought for a cause that had meaning. I feel like I don't deserve this joy. Were you aware of what went on down in Alvaro's dungeon? I was never informed of the specifics, but I could guess what was happening. You could guess that... Okay. I feel horrible for not stopping her. I should have killed Cassandra myself. Even if it meant my death, I would have at least taken her with me. However, she anticipated my betrayal and never turned her back on me. We need to find out how many people suffered down in Alvaro's dungeons. Any proper funerals and their families have a right to be informed. House Flameguard has much work to do in redeeming itself to the world. I want you to take charge of this. The redemption of my house is all I ever wanted, thank you. I promise to do my best. You, commoner, come here. Sigh, hello, Don, it's still Jaka. My descendant's soul is falling to pieces. Why do you continue this useless pursuit? Leave Mortimer, focus on saving Ailanda. I want nothing more than prevent her death. But what can I do? Unless you know a guy who can fix broken souls. There is one man. What, really, who? My father, Joseph. He is the mightiest mage on Terra. He's also an expert in the art of soul crafting. He could save Ailanda. That's great, but why don't you seem excited? Don't tell me he's dead. No, Father Joseph is immortal, but he lives in the Old Lands. It is a continent located on the other side of Terra. We could not reach it before little Ailanda died. Oh, I see. Don, are you alright? No, how could I be? It's my fault. What is? I was there. I could have saved Ailanda from Skyla. I knew that beast was an agent of the demons, but I stood uselessly as she was taken away. Always a failure I am. This isn't the first time I've failed, you know. For all my talk of being Joseph's daughter, I failed the man I loved. If it hurts, you don't need to tell me. You may be a commoner, but you have a good heart. You have lost a loved one, much like I once did. You know what it means to be unable to save them. His name was Hadriel. He proposed to me. We were to be wed within a year's time. Ooh, extra details. But fate was cruel. A man struck Hadriel dead. The man was my brother. He believed Hadriel was a sinner, undeserving of life. Zacharias, how could you? You bastard. That's awful. Your own brother? What did Hadriel do wrong? Nothing. That was the worst part. Hadriel was a kind, loving man. That's the man you chose over Don, Cannon, you monster. You chose a husband murderer. When you could have had a cool sword. I know, you're the worst. I mean, the dude's name was Hadriel, which is weird. So, you know. Yeah, I get the Levin axe and the Umbra axe. Treated me well. He was the only man I ever loved because he treated me well. And he died senselessly. I wasn't able to say goodbye. When I arrived, it was too late. He had bled out on the ground. Now, once again, I have failed someone precious. Ilonda, another kind, loving soul. She does not deserve to suffer, yet she does. Why is the universe so cruel? I never stop asking that question. Take care of your loved ones, boy. They will not live forever. I wish I had a dragon shield. As I said, her one weakness right now is that her defense isn't great. At least her speed maxed out. Alright, let's get this part over with. The awkwardness of it all. Hey Isabel, if you regretted your choice? No, I'm glad I get to see my uncle smile. I couldn't have lived with myself if I... Well, let's not dwell on such gruesome thoughts. Personally, I still blame Galahad for Bao's death. He must have had something to do with it. When this war is over, I want him behind bars. That's fair. He may not have killed Bao, but he knew what was going on. I doubt a steel captain could be so oblivious to Mortimer's intentions. It's fair to make him face justice. I hope you're still with me when it comes to Mortimer. I don't want to kill my cousin. I already buried my father. But I understand if this is what must be ultimately done. We can't let another tyrant run Andaron's people into the dirt. I'll be honest, I'm sick and tired of tyrants ruling us. Caithus, Thorgrim, Randall, these pricks never let up. Well, maybe we'll make you king once this is all over. No, thank you. I'd rather retire to a nice beach hut. Just pay me a pension for my good service in this war. I think we can make that work. Oh god! Stop showing me her! Hey Theodore, thank you for being so vigilant by looking after Ilonda. I've been so occupied with this war, I have almost not spoken to her. How is she holding up? She's currently resting, but I don't know how much good it will do her. She's getting worse by the day. Where is Amon? Sleeping peacefully in his crib. Don't worry, he's guarded. He's gonna promote to Eyeball Beholder soon. And start casting dark magic. Maybe he'll be a skeleton. I don't know which one he would be. He'll just turn into one of those dark bosses. We're setting out soon, but I think maybe it'd be best if you stay behind with Ilonda. If we don't return, you need to flee with her and Amon, somewhere far away from here. Of course, you don't even need to ask. I will continue to protect them both. Jaka, Theo, here, Isla. I'm here too, my lady. I don't care about that. I need you to take me with you. What? Don't be foolish. Mortimer, I need to speak with him. Please, take me to the shrine. No, I won't allow it, Isla. It's too dangerous. Before I die, I need to speak with him one last time. There is something I have to ask him. It's important. I don't have much time left. Please heed my dying wish. What do you say, Theodore? It's her final request. I cannot deny it. He just has Devil Reverse. It'd be funny if, like, his baby was a sprite and he just had Devil Reversal and 31 luck. Or, like, no, he had 0 luck and Devil Reversal. So everybody had a 31% chance of killing themselves when they hit him. And it's just that stupid babyface sprite. Very well, Ayla, you may come with us, but Amon is staying behind here. Thank you. I hope we're not making a mistake, Theodore. Okay, it's almost time. Tatham I wanted to talk to you about something. What'd I screw up this time, boss? It's nothing like that. It's you're acting too recklessly. You remind me of Ballyman. Thanks for the compliment. No, that's not what I meant, and it's not a good thing. Why does it seem like you're eager to die to Mortimer? You're a dragon. You'll live hundreds of years. I'm a royal dragon. I may even live for thousands. You're dodging the point. So what? You think I should be more cautious? Don't you see the problem? If you die, that will mean... I see your conundrum. You think I'm being flippant with my life. You're worried I'm evaluating my remaining years a bit too poorly. To put it mildly, yes. Shaka, why do humans climb giant icy mountains? I beg your pardon? The odds of making it to the summit are low. You don't live many years either. Why cut that what little time you do have short? I'm listening. If I die while I'm 200, I lose out on hundreds of years. If I die while I'm 30, if you die while you're 30, you lose out on 60 years. But relatively speaking, a year is more valuable to you than me. In either case, death still cuts short a person's valuable years. You're losing me. I'm not worried about losing my life. I'm worried I'll waste it. A life spent in fear of death is a life not worth remembering. I'd rather die climbing a peak at 50 than in bed as an old drake. You see, Jock, I'm not planning to die tomorrow, but if I do, at least I'll have lived my best life. I see. Well, I can't refute your logic. I see why Bodymon liked you so much. If only we had more time to become better friends. Okay, Galahad. Galahad, I need to ask you something. What is it? Why would Mortimer want you dead? I'm pondering that myself. If you were loyal to him for a long time, weren't you? I had my eyes on Mortimer ever since he was a young boy. Something made him stand out from his two older brothers. Like what? Randall was an arrogant fool. Baldimon only wanted to drink. Neither of them would have made for good kings of Andaron. I believed Mortimer was the much more sensible choice. However, a third-born is not very likely to end up ruling. That's why sometimes the hand of fate must be forced. How did the two of you begin plotting together? We bonded over our dislike of Thorgrim. I was never close with my older brother. And Mortimer seemed to hate his father for how he treated his mother, Maria. After the rebellion, Thorgrim tricked me by making me captain of the Steel Knights. An honorary title on the surface, but one that barred me from taking the throne. My brother, for all his brutality, was a shrewd politician. Better than me. So the youngest brother of House Steel was denied the crown, so you decided to team up with another younger brother instead? You must have seen something of yourself in him. There's a way to put it, I suppose. Never thought about it like that. Despite that, he left you and your men to die. Doesn't that bother you? It does, but I'm not one to complain uselessly. I must remain loyal to my house to the end. You take your vows too seriously. I may have been tricked by Thorgrim, but I respect the Code of Steel. Mortimer tricked me, but if he had a good reason, I'd accept my fate. I wouldn't. Okay, what do we want to buy here? Okay, I'll buy a short spear. I don't really think there's much here to buy. Another short spear. Maybe a short axe. Other than that, there's not really much going on here. I think that's all I'm getting. Lord of Lances. Steel Knight. What's your name? You want to know my name? Sure, it's a little awkward calling you Steel Knight. Caden of House Steel. Caden, I've been wanting to ask. Go on. Did you ever meet Baldimon? I did. And what about me? Did we speak before today? We did. I knew I recognized you. You were in that tavern. Baldimon's 20th birthday. I heard your voice. You have a good memory. Well, your voice is hard to forget. We shared a drink. We had some laughs. A different era. That was right after the rebellion 4 years ago. You seemed happier then. Did something change? I was not a Steel Knight at the time. Not long after, my wife fell ill. She caught a plague remnant strain. She perished. I'm sorry for your loss. I became a broken man. My thoughts darkened. I cast myself into a burning fire pit. Commander Galahad was nearby at the time. He rushed to my side and pulled me out. My body was burned, disfigured. Lady Harriet attended to my wounds, but she could not heal my broken psyche. The death of my wife was too great a pain. You're a Steel Knight now. Something changed then? Lord Galahad spoke to me. He made me an offer. He gave me a new purpose. I would defend Andaron. I'm a machine of war now, sent to kill our enemies. Happiness has no meaning, nor does joy or love. Now I feel only the steel of my armor engulfing me. How many have you defeated since becoming a Steelborn? I do not count them. I see. Are we done with your small talk? Please buy what you need. I do not enjoy speaking. I will, thank you, Caden. His stats are pretty shitty. For a 2020 Steel Knight, but he has access to 5 things? That's like the most I've ever seen anyone have. Lance Axe? Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, and could you go all the way down to the bottom of this page if you wanted? I mean, his speed is the shits, though. Seems your husband has fled to the Lumina Shrine. Want to tell me what he's up to? You can save lives. Nothing to say? You're just gonna stand there silently? Mortimer's not the villain you make him out to be. He's sacrificing everything to save Aurora from demons. I don't doubt that he's sacrificing everything. Innocent souls, Baldimon's life, all sorts of things. But that has nothing to do with defeating demons. I met a demon once. He had a lot in common with Mortimer. For years, Andaron's houses have grown decadent and lost their way. That'd be funny. I mean, he might be. You know, I mean, he would look completely different because he wasn't burned yet. They no longer followed the values espoused by the Lightbringers. Of course, King Cathus was not a nobleman either. No, he wasn't. But what does that have to do with Mortimer? Everything. Mortimer planned his rise to king for a full decade. Sorry, just a sec. One thing I'm more interested in Rebellion Saga is how they're going to depict Albert. Because based on how he's been talked about, he's going to be really, really strong, and he's going to be ridiculous. Like, we're probably going to have to fight him. And he's going to be like a sword master with nihil and like maxed stats and crazy, insane things. He never wanted to kill Baudimon, it's just Isla appeared. Yeah, but he might not be like that at the beginning. You know, we'll have to see. She threw his plans into chaos and he had to rework them. So you're blaming Ilonda too? Just like he did in the prisons. If Mortimer had just asked, Baud would have given him the throne. Your husband is a filthy double-damn murderer, period. Mortimer originally planned to trick Baudimon with the Tomatin forts. He had Prince Elrodan dancing to his tune, the simple-minded fool. Baudimon would have assumed Tomatin was readying themselves for war. Using the war, Mortimer planned to slowly gather power under Randall. When the time was right, Alexander would have backstabbed Randall. Houses Spearguard and Flameguard and Ring were secretly loyal to Mortimer. Mortimer would take the throne and Baudimon would have stepped back. Exactly, Baudimon wouldn't care. He never wanted to rule Andaron. Mortimer could have just followed the same plan and he'd be king. He couldn't know what sort of influence Ilonda would wield. After spending a few days with her, he noticed her ambition. Ilonda would have pushed for Baudimon to contend the throne. In the end, it would have resulted in a similarly bloody civil war. What does any of that have to do with demons? You're dancing around the important points. Think carefully, Sir Jocka. The nobility were corrupt. Do you think Mortimer would want Flameguard to exist? A house that conducted vile experiments on innocents? Could he ever truly trust a backstabber like Alexander? So you're saying, Mortimer had to clean up the refuse tainting Aurora. Somehow the corrupt nobles would need to be purged. Because of Ilonda, he had to change his original plan. It destroyed him. Mortimer never wanted Baudimon dead. But that's how the wheels of fate turned. I don't believe a single word you've said. When you see Mortimer next, he'll confirm my words. He has no reason to hide the truth any longer. I'll wring the answers out of him myself. Okay, that's it, I think. There's nobody else to talk to. Advance to the final battle? Yes. This is it, our last chance to pull out. From now on, there's no turning back. You guys sure you want to do this? I'm with you all the way to the end. Let's go face Mortimer head on. Either Mortimer dies or we do. Oh, I'm so excited, jumping for joy. Alright, let's move on out. Time to end this. Final, Light's Return. It's not theoretically final Light's Return. Because, like, you know, there's other chapters after. But I think we've done every Lunatic objective and avoided Flag of Shame on everything. According to Galahad, we have one last chapter with a Lunatic objective. The last two don't have Lunatic objectives. So it's just this one left. According to Galahad, Mortimer has now traveled to the Sacred Lumina Shrine. And it's basically just beat all of the bosses in 7 turns. So it's not a big deal. Like, it'll be hard, but it's also doable and it's quicker. It's not like we have to wait 50 turns to do it. Mortimer has now traveled to the Sacred Lumina Shrine. Before Thorgrim tore it down, it was the largest Lightbringer shrine in Andaron. Now a single man stands alone inside, his intentions unknown but worrying. The Jocka Corps rushes east to intercept Mortimer, hoping they'll arrive in time. Yeah, we've got, like, we'll have, like, Master Swords and Master Lances and stuff, and we'll have certain regalia access, but it's gonna be tough. We finally arrived. It seems that Mortimer is holed up in here alone. I'll go first. I want to talk to the man himself. Myself. I want answers. Jocka, I hoped you'd give up. I didn't want to fight you. No kidding, I wouldn't want to fight me either, Mortimer. I've come for my revenge. Because I killed Baudimon? That's right, I'm glad you admitted the truth. Any last words? I never wanted to kill Baud, you know. He just had to find a Lightbringer Royal. Don't you dare blame Ilonda. I would never do that. Oh, Jocka, if only. If only what? My wife never returned to my side. Have you killed Brianna? No, I'm not a murderer like you. I won't kill a pregnant woman. But we have captured her and put her in Castle Steel's dungeon. If you give up now, I might even set her and your baby free. That's good. You're a better man than me. Thank you for sparing Brianna's life. You didn't have to do that. You don't sound as if you're about to surrender. Don't you care about saving your wife? I do. I love her more than you can imagine. She was there for me in the early days, the hard times. When Mother died, Brianna was there for me. She looks like my mother, so I fell for her. Which is another thing. When I began to build the foundation for the work, she was there as well. Oh, the work? What is that? What are you talking about? Brianna is the only person I've ever told my secret, but thanks to you, I need no longer hide my true self. I pray you will listen to my story, Jaka. Hear me out. Everything I've done, I did for a good reason. Even killing Baldimon? I'd never have done that unless I saw no other path forward. As for why Alonda forced me to change my plans, well, perhaps it's better I show you. Wait, what are you? Who would have thought? He got the hair dye first. From the hair dye merchant. You have white hair, you're a Lightbringer? No, impossible, you're using illusion magic. My brown hair was the illusion, my white hair is the truth. My true identity is Mortimer Lightbringer, son of Cathus. Wait, their last names are all Lightbringer by default? I guess that's the way it works. My mother was Lady Maria. I am a bastard born out of wedlock. My mother taught me magic so I could hide my true appearance. How do I know you're telling the truth? My mother used to take me to those shrines as a boy. During one visit I had a vision of the future. I learned of an evil that might arise upon Andaron, a fate which would come to pass unless I intervened. The Divines are dead, Jaka. They no longer shield Terra. Humanity must protect itself, a difficult task at best. Only I can complete the work and defend Aurora's future. So you're humanity's savior, its hesitant protector? Good guy Mortimer killed his brother, because why? You're dancing around the truth. Why did you have to kill Bowd? I am Yolanda's half-brother, a true-born royal Lightbringer. I am the male heir of our house, but that is only if she and I were to ascend individually. Yolanda marrying Baldimon would have made for a different story. Baldimon is my older brother. Yolanda is a Lightbringer. Together they would have held a stronger claim to the throne. I could not allow my sister to bring about the future I saw. What makes you so certain that Yolanda would have screwed up? Maybe it's you who's going to summon the supposed darkness. I know my own capabilities. I am precise and confident. If you believe in me, I'll save Andaron from the demons. Your wife told me you intended to eliminate the noble houses. How could I trust you when you commit such evil acts? The nobles had become corrupt. You know this to be true. I used your presence to lower their guards and then killed them. In the future, they will not be able to oppose my reign. The Lightbringer shall rise once more, but untainted. We will never again fall into decadence and immorality, until I die, and then someone else will be terrible. You... Cathus is no better than any of the nobles you killed. How dare you justify genocide? My father was a flawed man. He was an incompetent leader. He ignored Andaron's founding intent and failed its people. But while Cathus paid the price, the lesser houses did not. They continued living when they did not deserve their stations. So you had me kill them all? When a fire ravages a forest, the embers burn all foliage to ash. In its wake, new greenery will grow taller than before. Today I have completed the work. Now my ultimate weapon is ready. The lesser houses have no choice but to acquiesce to my demands. Alright, I have but one last question. Go on. Why would you want to kill Baldimon but not Yolanda? Don't tell me you want to wed her or something. No, it's nothing like that. I am not born of House Steel. I am a son of House Flameguard and of House Lightbringer. I wanted to keep Bowd alive if possible because I loved him. But when the choice arrived, I chose to save my blood sister. I couldn't let them both live, nor could I kill them both. How selfish of you. Somehow she's able to walk. Sister. You've no right to refer to me in such terms. What loving brother kills his sister's husband? You never tried getting to know me. Who knows, I might have surprised you. I wanted to bring back our house's name true, but I was flexible. If you had spoken honestly, I would have stepped back to let you rule. Instead, you spoke kind words to my face, but plotted behind my back. Because of you, my husband is dead. Andaron lost a kind and loving man. I'm sorry. What good will an apology do now? Will it summon revival magic? Can it undo the hurt and pain you have spread across our country? From where I stand, you're no better than Thorgrim, killer of our family. If your ideal future requires such wickedness, then I must resist it. That is what it means to be a true child of the Lightbringers. You hate me, I understand. I've treated you poorly. I've betrayed your trust, but don't you see? I'm only trying to do the right thing for Andaron. Mortimer, have you ever in your entire life told the truth? So what if Baldimon and I had taken the throne? You could have acted as a proxy ruler, leading us with wisdom. Don't you think Bowd and I would have cherished your advice? Baldimon, the heart of Andaron. Mortimer, the brain of Andaron. But instead you became obsessed with making yourself the hero. You killed him not because you saw a dark future for Andaron,
but because you had to be the one praised in future legends. Jaka sees it and so do I. You're an ego-driven madman. Please, sister, it's not like that at all. Lie to yourself and lie to me, but you cannot lie to the divines who are dead. The divines are dead, yeah. They live inside all our hearts, but yours is cold and twisted, like Santa. Santa lives in your heart, not Santa being cold and twisted. Want to make that clear. Don't want to antagonize the Santa community. But yours is cold and twisted. You no longer sense them. You can no longer sense them. Oh, divines, forgive my foolish brother for his sins. Alanda, what are you doing? A Lightbringer shines brightest in the dark. Ancestors, divines, please grant me the power to stop my fallen brother. Help me repair the damage caused by his twisted and evil machinations. Healing! She has Lumina for some reason. Okay, she got 8 speed. Okay, that's good. Your body, you've activated the Luminous Shrine's power? My father never taught you the true ways of the Lightbringers. But he did teach them to me. The shrine does not belong to killers of brothers and mothers. It belongs to those who maintain the principles of our ancestors. I won't let you drag our family's name into the mud with vile acts. I don't want to fight you. Come to your senses. We're Lightbringers. We should stand united against the lesser dogs of these noble houses, not fight amongst ourselves. You may share my blood, but you are not a true Lightbringer. I will defeat you and leave the future in my child's hands. If you don't give up now, then you'll die in this shrine. Both of you are making a mistake. I'm the one who will save Aurora. Don't you see? Standing against me will only hurt yourself. You want to talk about us being hurt? You're the one who killed Baudimon. You've inflicted enough pain for all our sakes. Fine, so be it. If you want to fight, I'll give you one. I see you brought along the Ancestors' Regalia. That will make this next part a lot easier for me. What? Wait, you can't mean... In dire times, the Ancestors must answer the King's call. You two have forced my hand. I reclaim your Regalia with the power of the Luminous Shrine. Come forth, honored Ancestors. I invoke your ancient powers. The Sacred Shrine is under threat by determined foes. I call upon you to protect it. Lord Ash of House Ashburn. Lord Vaught of House Darkholme. Lord Archibald of House Windlace. Lady Roselia of House Rose. Lord Florian of House Speargarden. Lady Gale of House Ring. Master Zacharias of House Lightbringer. Lady Hell of House Flameguard. And Lord Bolivar of House Steel. And now it's time for you all to die. I will use the power of the shrine, and alongside the great heroes of the noble houses, I will kill you all. And Corvus, the Swordmaster of House Claymore. So he has 40... Holy shit, he only has 19 speed. He's got Duelist Blow, so 30% avoid when initiating battle, crit 15, and he has Demon's Pact, which gives Devil Reversal. Holy shit. Fucking damn it. So that means that everyone has a 12% chance of backfiring on him. He's got the Gladiolus. She has the Gale Shot, which is scary as hell because she has bow range. Then you've got Captain Pavice over there, and Ignis, which is busted, by the way. 50% of res and defense to damage. That's 46 extra damage. Which is, what the hell, man? You're just dead, yeah. Bolivar, who has Tower Shield. So no ranged attacks work on him. And he has Bulwark. We have the Hope's Fire Regalia and Lumina. But he doesn't have Dawncaller. So he deals effective damage to terrors and everyone... I don't care. His stats are kind of shitty. Shout out to maxed out light stats. And this guy just has all counters. Corvus, yeah, we already dealt with this. And then we have Mr. Mortimer with Illusionist, so he gets 15 avoid when he's attacked. He has Hellfire, because he can't have Dawncaller, and he has Berserk, Sleep, and Silence. Ash, he's got Colossus, and honestly, he's not that strong. He is the easiest one to kill, because you can just range murder him. You know, and then I like how he has a D in Anima for some reason. Void Shield, and Night Tide, and he's got good stats, but his speed is non-existent. Like, he has 3 speed. Archibald, on the other hand, has Rightful Lord, so 10%, plus Glacies, which is nuts. Then we have Roselia, who holds both of them, Alistair and the Rosethorn. She has a lot, and she has Charisma. You know, he's just whatever. Yeah, so we've already dealt with this. So yeah, the secret lunatic objective for this chapter, as I said before, is you have to kill Mortimer 5 times. And you have to kill every ancestor before turn 6. And remember that every wall will weaken them, so I have to be strategic in how I do this. Ilonda automatically gets Starfall, which boosts her magic to insane stats, and she gets Last Light, so all allies within 4 tiles get 40%. We can bring 18 units with us, which is nice. Like, we can bring pretty much everybody who matters. Except Coulter, I don't care about him. See, look, I could... Okay, what's Galahad's growths? I mean... That's not bad. Hey, what's up, Mark? Yeah, and his luck stat's fine. I mean, he's maxed out all the ones that matter. But he could also get more health, and he could get more res. So it might be worth it to use it on him. If I want to deploy him, of course. Why is Lilinet deployed? If that. Oh, Helga. Yeah, I need Helga for this. Because the Volsunga counts. Oh, Dawn, too. I have to deploy Dawn. Forgot about that. Oh, Madeline? Get her out of here. Why the hell did I have Madeline out? Oh, the Dawncaller does not get taken by them. Alright, so the first thing I have to do here is Dawncaller has to go to Dawn because it will become the Dawnbreaker. Which means that I'm stuck with... I have to figure out what to do for this. So... I'm going to trade the Morganus Amulet back to Natalie. So that Natalie gets that extra 3 magic stat. For later. She also comes with a Matrona now. Good thing is, we kept the other Matrona that we got earlier in the game purposefully for this fight, because then we'll have 2 people who can use the Matrona. I'm satisfied with that. Okay. We also have to prep for, like, our final whatevers, you know? Oh, she can equip an Umbra Axe. That's interesting. Master Sword! She's now Link, confirmed. Make a light brand. Okay, so Sham has the barrier sword, which is good. What does he have? He has an S in staves, so... What does Shay have? Shay has an A, which is good. Oh, we don't have any more hammers. But we do have Matrona. So I will give her the Matrona. Kurtz, he has a Master Bow, which will theoretically be fine. Guess I'll give him a... No, I'll give him a Silver Bow. Angelus has what he has. Estelle, on the other hand, she has Aura, and I guess she can use Bolognioni, but I don't really like that. Oh, I have Fresh Physics, I forgot. I'll give her a Restore as well, just in case. Theodore, who we are also taking. Give him a Brave Sword, just cuz. Fred. This is why I gave him... Oh, I guess I'll give him an Axe Reaver. And a Short Spear. I'll give the Silver Lance away for now, because I'm going to take Galahad's Spear. She has what she needs for the most part. She, on the other hand, doesn't have anything. So I should give her something. I'll just give her the light brand. But who has the bulwark? Oh, I guess, does he have it? Oh no, because what's-his-face took it. I forgot. That's annoying. Darius has a lot of what he needs. Like, I'm mainly bringing Darius for Ahmed, because I need him. And then Dawn has this. I'm not bringing Aubrey as of right now. I mean, everybody's pretty much maxed out.
as best I can give them. Though Theodore's kind of shitty. And so's Fred. Yeah, he did. Okay, who has the 3? Okay, so like Sham has it, which is fine, I guess. But I would rather just give it to her. Oh yeah, I have a free Brave Axe and Brave Lance down there. I'll give him Holy Fire. Yeah, so like I have to prep to like deal with stuff. The annoying thing is like triggering a lot of these conversations is gonna take a bit. If I want to do that. Okay, and then one more thing we have to decide. Well, a couple of things. Who's gonna use the buffing items? Because we have a body ring, a talisman, and then an angelic robe. I almost feel like it should be Ilonda. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, so I'll do that. And I figure I'll give... It would make sense to give the body ring to Amelia, so that she would lose less speed from Nosferatu. Maybe? Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, we'll give Amelia it. He will summon what theoretically could be terrors later, so it's fine. And then finally, I'm gonna give the last talisman to you. Alright, so we're not actually going to start right now, but let's just see what happens here. Mortimer stole the regalia out of our hands, but it doesn't matter. We will defeat the so-called king. Everyone, this is our last battle. Thank you for standing by my side. This battle is not only for Baud, but for Iolanda and Amon too. If we don't win today, Mortimer will continue to rule Andaron. We have to take him down and put an end to his reign of tyranny. Are you all with me? One man stands against an army. One man calls himself a king. But what stories will the future generations tell about this day? I shall be the one to write the first ballads of Mortimer's fall. First I lost Jacob, then I lost Baud. I'm tired of losing my loved ones. Mortimer, you snake. I'll split your skull if it's the last thing I do. Spare no good intentions towards this foul fiend, King Mortimer. He killed the man who should have become Andaron's king. No mercy. Oh, I'm so mad, Mortimer. You got a bad day coming. I'm gonna beat you senseless. Given my life to protect Lady Iolanda, I will gladly continue to fight in her name. I stand for the true Lightbringer virtues. This king thinks he's a big dog? Nuh-uh, he's just a stepping stone for my glory. That's Lord Volvar in the flesh. Are we really gonna fight him? He's the ancestor of House Steel. I can't believe he's here. Too old for this, but I suppose I'll lend my bow one last time. Mortimer's a fool if he thinks he can summon the ring ancestor to fight. I will punish him for this. Father, Will, I hope you're both watching over me. I have a little bit of strength in me yet. I will use it all in this last battle. Mortimer's a tricky fellow, but I can be pretty tricky myself. Let's see who will come out on top. Wow, a Lightbringer Shrine. I always wanted to perform in one of these. Too bad for you, Mortimer. I've already awakened from my sleep. Your commands have no sway over me now. Behold my regalia. I call upon its power to reveal its true form, the Dawnbreaker. He's a Lightbringer, then Mortimer can't summon terrors. Rats, the battle just became a whole lot more boring. Oh my gosh, the ancestors, I know all about them and their names. Lady Blonde, Sir Markabald, Lady Gazelle, and Sir Florina, too. I'm an expert on these matters. If only my father could see how far I've come. I'll make you proud, Dad. Valimon, watch over us. I will avenge you. Give you one chance to leave. Don't claim I started this war. I'm the one who will save Andaron. You're the ones obstructing me. Now witness Lumina's full power. Can't use Lumina's magic to crush us here, Mortimer. We have a Lightbringer of our own, and her name is Iolanda. He'll use the full power of the shrine. The only way is to destroy the shrine wall. The ancestors will be weakened for every wall you bring down. So the Dawnbreaker, Dawncaller's true form, grants the skill Flare. No, they can all reach me.
Wow, he can do literally nothing. Also, this is what Dawnbreaker gives. It gives 10 res, 10 luck, 10 skill, and 10 magic. Sister, I hope we would not see each other again. You have some nerve showing yourself in front of me. Had I known you were here, I would not have come. I'll never forgive you for killing my husband. The divines may show you mercy, but I will not. The heavens will fall before I forgive your crimes. You have nothing to say after all these years? No remorse? I did what I had to, sister. He was a sinner, you know it. It was not proper for you to fall in love with him. You would have destroyed your entire legacy in a few years. I did you a favor by ridding the world of his presence. I'm a warmonger. I can never tolerate evil in any form, especially when that very evil may come to corrupt my family. You have lost the right to call me family, you foul demon. Prepare yourself for oblivion. I will return my pain tenfold. For the man I used to love, you will burn for all eternity. Ancestor Zacharias, we met near Silver Mist, do you remember? I do. Why were you wandering alone around in the mountains? My regalia is not like the rest. Lumina rises every century. When I awaken, I inspect every Lightbringer shrine for flaws. That's what I was doing when you and Baudimon found me. However, I discovered most of the shrines were destroyed. And why are you here now? After we met in Silver Mist, I decided to end my journey. In my current state, there was nothing more I could do. Not long after, the regalia brought me here. I see, it all makes sense now. Thank you for explaining. I do not wish to fight my own family. I ask that you leave. I cannot do that, Zacharias. I won't back down from this. My friends need me. I understand, Light Priestess. Divines watch over you. Man, bad luck killing him. Ugh. 12% chance. I like those shitty odds. Wow, these hit rates are hilariously bad. Lady Gale, your paintings did your beauty an injustice. Must I fight you, Founder? Magic compels my body. Sorry, Descendant. I have no choice but to kill you. It's not your fault, Founder. Let us compare our archery. I think you will find your descendants are talented. Good. I'd hate if my house became home to bad marksmen. Youch! Oh goodness, such a cute boy. You carry yourself handsomely. Lady Rosalia, your countenance is fairer than the legend said. I am awed by your beauty. A boy of House Rose flatters his ancestor? I'm touched. But you appear distressed. Does something trouble you? Only the burden of seeing my lady in pain, Ilonda. Whoever she is, if you are by her side, she'll be at peace. Thank you for your words of encouragement, Founder. The later generations always surpass the old ones. Wow, I hit with a 14? Wow, I hit with 2 14s? What? Wasting my good luck on this. Trash. Ugh, so bad. I'm just getting these out of the way, though. By the 9 Divines, if it isn't Founder Florian, it is my honor to meet you. An upright posture, your spearsmanship. You must be an excellent knight of Spear Garden. Indeed, I am the best. I've trained my whole life. I hope you will evaluate my prowess, Founder. You're the best? That's a big claim. I admire confidence, but be careful lest you stray from the realm of arrogance. Founder Florian, worry not. I can back up my claims. Dare you test my skills for yourself or flee in fear? Never run from a battle. I won't start today either. On guard. I'm just curious of something. Like, if I go on the pillars... Time for battle. We our enemies head on. Oh, I was forcibly awakened? This smells quite vile. I wonder what mischief these children have been up to. Got you in my sights. Wow, Zacharias is ass. Don't mess with the centaur. Fight me in honorable battle. Oh god! Bam! You woke me over such a trivial matter? Hell, the younger generations are so slothful. Fought in 3 great wars. This one hardly even counts. Oh, I forgot, he does this. What? What even was that? He was so unimportant, he just died. He wasn't even worth a convo. You wear Windlace's garb. What is your name, boy? I'm a filthy traitor, scourge of my family and friends. I killed my father, my brother, my aunt, and my cousins. I do not deserve to live. You do not have the eyes of a genocidal heretic. Why would you kill them? Did they wrong you? My father betrayed me. He killed my lover. I was so angry. I was so filled with hatred. I experienced such a fate in my life as well. The founding of Windlace was built on bloodshed. If you have won, then you have earned forgiveness. Might makes right. Well, if you say so. To be summoned like this and not even fight demons, what a tragedy. I like how he's coming. Hey, what's up, Thiago? I mean, I'm not actually doing this right now. This is more of a, like... I was just testing some stuff. Like, this is actually really good. Like, he dies in a lot of instances here. I seem to be under a spell right now. Maybe I can break it. Revived once only to die. At least I can sleep now. Yeah, so, like, I'm not actually going through with this, but we learned some things. Yeah, I know, we're not there yet. Like, we're gonna explore all of them later. I'm just not quite there yet. We'll do it tomorrow. Okay, the Umbra Axe is only one range, which is why I hate it. I need to bring a short axe with me. Anyway, that's it for me today, guys. Have a good day. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll look at a bunch of the conversations tomorrow, then we'll actually start the chapter. So then take it easy. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.